Hi Terry, I'm Ezelle from The Upcoming. It's really lovely to speak to you today. What was the appeal of coming on board with this fantastic series, WondLa? You know, this imaginative, brilliant world. What appealed to you?
Well, going back many, many years, I actually voiced the audiobooks of the trilogy of this series. So I've been involved and aware of these novels for a really long time. And when it came that Apple TV Plus was and Skydance were going to put this as an animated series, Tony DiTerlizzi really pushed for me to get to voice the role of the mother. And so that's how I got involved. But I was honored to do so. It's a beautiful, classic story of a girl finding her independence, finding her inner strength, and finding her found family.
How did you kind of prepare to play it? Because, I mean, obviously you play the mother as a robot, but it's got this emotional side to her, which you don't normally see with kind of tech objects.
Yeah.
I know that you previously voiced the character of the mother in Coraline. Did that kind of help as a basis for this?
Not really. I mean, I think each project, it deserves its sort of own, study and its own lane. I have some familiarity now with the length of time it takes to be involved over many, many months or years to put one of these projects together. I understand what it's like to be in a booth, in a sound booth, generating most of the energy yourself. You're not acting with other people. You're sort of distilling it through your own vehicle. It was a tricky thing and something that we really spent a lot of energy on, the sort of level of robotness, if you will, and imagining in the future, what would that look like? How human would a robot be? And I really liked infusing just trying to find just the right amount of there's a little bit of humanness, but not enough to actually have explosive emotion. But there's also room for growth. And I think love, which is what is pervasive in the search for love, the search for family in this story. I think love is definitely the one emotion that can make a person, even a robot, grow.
Did you get to work at all with your on-screen daughter, played by Janine Morgan? Were you in a kind of booth doing the dialogue at all together, or were you very separate?
Never once, not ever once. And the first time I actually saw her work was just the other day when I saw one of the trailers, and I was just blown away by how fabulous she is. She's like spunky and feisty and youthful, but also capable. She summed up perfectly a frustrated teenager that is like dying to break away from their parents and do everything themselves. She's really, so I look forward to meeting her in person someday. But she did a great job.
I wouldn't know. The connection's amazing between you guys. So what do you think are some of the key themes that this book to series adaptation has that runs through it?
Well, I think, at its core, it's about family. It's about finding your family, even if that is a found family and not a biological family. It's coming of age, of finding who you are and what you're capable of. I also think it explores the relationship that people have with nature, with plants and animals and technology, and that balance. And I think that's as important as it's ever been to be aware of that balance. Yeah, and I think it has similar roots, very classic fairy tale storytelling, like The Wizard of Oz, like Alice in Wonderland, except in this case you have this teenager surviving in an ever-changing world, which is not unlike what you and I have to do every day.
That's true. Oh, listen, thank you so much for speaking to me. It's a wonderful series. I hope everyone enjoys it as much as I did.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Nice to meet you. You're welcome.